Hello everyone, this is Wrestling Watcher, YouTube channel that's about watching professional wrestling. So Gunther and Paul Heyman went into business with each other. Gunther agreed to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and Paul Heyman would owe him a favor. Now I think myself, like most people, expected a favor to be Paul Heyman essentially feeding Brock Lesnar to Gunther, most likely at SummerSlam, where Gunther would have, in this supposed storyline, retired Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar retired at WrestleMania, so that wasn't going to happen. So it seems like WWE shifted the favor, shifted the story to have Gunther challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at a future time that we now know will be Clash in Italy later this month. I believe it's May 31st. They're going to have Clash in Italy. Now, I like the match. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the title. Gunther's over as a heel right now. Cody Rhodes is the champion. It's a good match. It's a great match. But I will say the storyline makes no sense. How can Paul Heyman, who isn't supposed to be a character that, can make matches, somehow give Gunther a title shot? The favor makes no sense. Paul Heyman also is the oracle of the Vision on Raw. So the idea and storyline that he would have the stroke or power to give Gunther a title match on SmackDown is a bit suspect, but that's the favor. And I'm okay with it. Storyline-wise, it's goofy, but they needed to pay it off somehow. They needed to make it make sense. Obviously, they're having to transition and pivot on a dime here, so to speak. And so, I get it. Gunther versus Cody. Honestly, I would have Gunther win this. I think if you're going to have Gunther on SmackDown and move him to Raw, I should say, if you're going to have Gunther on SmackDown and move him from Raw, I would not mind him having a lengthy title run. I would not mind him honestly beating Cody. I think Cody could do with a storyline or two that doesn't involve the title. I think there's enough there. Honestly, if I'm booking this, honestly, I wouldn't necessarily mind a situation where the ref is down, Randy Orton shows up, hits Cody with an RKO, maybe even another punt kick to the skull. Gunther gets the win, leaves Italy with the title. You then have a feud that's already built in, obviously, in storyline. Orton punt kicked Cody at the end of WrestleMania. He had that brutal eye injury, right? Storyline's built in. Have those two go on to do a blood feud, that ends in a Hell in a Cell that's away from the title. Gunther could then go on to have some feuds with some baby faces on SmackDown and have a run. I think that's the logical booking. But, I like the match. I like the idea of a title change. The actual storyline to get here, I understand why the pivot happened. But there's some holes in the storyline. But that happens in pro wrestling all the time. That's all for this one, guys. Thank you very much.